change the view.
Live suicide happening, guys.
It won't be live soon.
Come on, roast me. Let's go.
Akshay got caught by his grandmom jerking off. I'm sure he has never had a better orgasm.
Akshay likes getting background drunk. That's the only time he's least dumb, as he's not able to speak any words. Akshay notices that he got laughed at when he ripped his pants pink catch. That's the only time he got a laugh from any audience.
He also got caught by his ex's grandma under the bed naked, and then he began jacking off.
I see that callback, man.
Yeah, which is why she's an ex now.
Akshay mentioned that he has a bad trait of interrupting conversations. That's because no one was talking to you in the first place, you loser.
Which is so much porn that he thinks of his right hand as the one. Or I'm not sure. Are you lefty, Akshay?
Oh God.
Both hands.
Ambidextrous.
So Akshay told us that he's annoying to some, and after watching his TikTok videos, I was like, he's definitely annoying to some and stupid to everyone.
The TikTok part. God.
Akshay says that he does shadow boxing for no reason. I think he also exists for no reason.
Yes.
The pain is real. Okay.
Akshay once wore a diaper on stage. He wasn't embarrassed of it because it was his girlfriend. So.
Wow, dude.
Wow.
Okay.
For once he shat on his pants and not on the audience.
What audience, da?
No, yeah. His shadow, dude. His shadow.
No, I want to do one.
There's more. Wait, dude. What? Why you want to end it? I'm getting so much attention.
Akshay looks like a cross between a cow and his dad. So Akshay, how does it feel to know that your mom is Bindu?
Wow.
Wow.
It's not even her turn, dude.
Wow.
So bad. 2 birds in one stone. Nice.
So Akshay definitely has a Midas touch because whenever he touches his friend, they get a Kannada movie to act. So I think he should touch himself a bit more.
Yes, I think.
When Akshay touches himself, he gets turned off.
No, he files an FIR. Akshay is tall and has dandruff. When he headbangs, there is snowfall.
That's cute, dude.
That's cute.
How it didn't hurt as much.
Yeah, but your head will itch though.
Yeah.
So Akshay told us that he does hard narcotics and he has dandruff issue. I was like, in this quarantine time, I think he would be getting high on his dandruff and would be like, oh God, it smells so bad, just like me.
Akshay, just kidding. You're funny, da.
Oh God.
Oh man. Oh, that was beautiful, guys. Thank you. The most attention I've gotten this quarantine.
Ruby, brace yourself.
I'll go first. Ruby got dated by a guy once. That is the most romantic date she has ever been on.
I think with the quality of the roasts you did, I think you should jump off that bridge behind you right now.
Dude, that bridge exists as much as her humor right now.
Okay, Ruby's single for so long now that she's just grateful for having all her fingers intact because that's the only kind of finger ring she can expect from her life.
Oh gosh.
Oh wait, Ruby has been single for so long now that she would say yes to Akshay also.
Oh.
I checked out her Instagram and I could definitely tell from her photos that she has a personality.
He says that being a good friend is a positive trait. How can you be sure, Ruby, when your mom is your only friend?
Gosh.
So Ruby constantly moves her upper body if there's no back support. Well, dude, go get a spine.
Ruby can't control her laughs during professional life and nor her stupidity in real life.
Ruby has great communication skills but sucks at reading bathroom signs. Weird.
Just like Arya from Game of Thrones, a girl with no name, Ruby is a girl with no tits. Throughout her college days, people teased her by saying, Ruby, why no booby?
I don't know Ruby, but that's okay because nobody does.
Ruby makes Bindu look like a Disney princess.
I think Bindu is going to be among the joke.
Ruby also mentioned that she talks to herself a lot. Well, Akshay, I think you found your soulmate. Now both of you can talk to each other together.
Wholesome.
Ruby, she says she's straightforward. The only thing she does straightforward is walk into men's washrooms.
Go on, guys.
I'll start. We're doing Tushar now.
Okay, nice.
But nobody
Okay,
else
so
does.
Tushar Tagi is into fitness. Hey Tushar, how about you try fitting this dick in your mouth? This message is to you from all the uncles whose wives you've had affairs with.
What the fuck?
Tushar says that his negative trait is that he's too fast. I'm sure all his girlfriends agree.
Oh, I had the same joke.
Knew this was coming.
The only thing that's worse than the coronavirus is Tushar singing. Why does every fuckboy think he can sing? Tushar singing is to music what Tinchak Pooja's music is to music. Yeah,
You
bro.
contribute as much to music as Kurt Cobain's Shotgun.
Wow,
Oh, man.
that got dark really fast.
Yeah, I like my face right. Lighting. Tushar says one of his habits is to procrastinate, just not on that orgasm.
Karthik has an OCD problem. So I think Tushar, you should turn off your camera.
Okay.
It's an OCD joke right there. Tushar is such a sleaze that every time a girl messages him nice DP, he thinks they're looking for a double penetration participant.
The black hole is said to be the second unluckiest hole in the universe. The first unluckiest hole is the hole that he came out from.
Tushar told us that he's too smart and too witty, and that's why to utilize his smartness, he sings. Also, he has an Instagram handle with name brown.tiger.tails. I'm like, a tiger will never have a podcast to which nobody listened to.
Tushar finishes bad movies till the end. Well, Tushar, try finishing your life also.
I was waiting for the kill yourself jokes, man.
So Tushar showed up the second day of the internship stoned, and I wanted to ask him, are you sure it was the second day? Did you check? Because everything goes slower, so like, it could be the
Cute.
third, or just saying.
Way too cute.
Too nice.
Too nice.
Nice.
The next one to be roasted is Sachin. Go
Hey,
boy.
go boy.
What's up, Mr. Akshay? How are you? Wait, that's all. What the fuck?
I'm checking my roast. Wait.
Sachin says he shakes his leg a lot, and I think it's obvious why, because public masturbation is indecent, and you don't want to be the next to a CK, and you won't because you're not half that funny.
Oh, damn.
We all know Goma Boy, aka Sachin, got beaten up in front of his ex, which is ironic because usually he's the one beating off in front of other couples while they're making out without consent.
Good one.
He thinks his smile is nice. He doesn't know that that is what people say to every dumb, good for nothing guy. That is not even a roast. I'm just telling you the truth, bro.
I've seen some of Sachin's videos, and he wears red glasses in it. One of them is face palming him, and the other is crawling towards his ears that, I can't take this. Even your glasses can't take you, man.
These people don't get it because no one watches my videos.
Self-burn. Okay.
I have seen the thumbnail, so I get it.
That's the best joke Sachin has ever made.
Hey, I also said you're a good singer, da.
Oh man.
A random dude apparently touched Sachin's balls while giving him a lift in the 5th grade. That's what he thinks about while jacking off now.
Sachin says he's impatient. So was his father. That's why he's born.
Oh god. Sachin, he's so poor that he has to borrow a talented name to feel talented.
Oh, got it.
Sachin thinks that he has nice eyes. तो इसीलिए वो वीडियोस में eyes को goggle से cover करता है ताकि किसी की नजर ना लग जाए. He also thinks he has nice smile. I think in his next videos he'll start covering his face also, and that will definitely make everyone happy, even if his videos won't.
Every time I meet Sachin, I think he's at a different stage of his puberty. I feel bad because I have more facial hair than him.
Sachin says he's competitive, but Sachin, how does an unevolved species compete with Homo sapiens?
When Sachin kisses his fingers, he thinks about that guy who touched his balls.
Good one.
Whenever I see you in that Pikachu jacket, I think your parents did Pikachu.
Wow.
What?
Pick a chew. Chew as in chutia. Get it?
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Hindi.
Did
The
you?
joke has layers. It also says you're adopted.
Pokemon, not an evolved species.
Callbacks.
Wow. So
Sachin's Instagram handle is Goma Boy. And I googled what Goma means. It's not even a verb, it's a noun. It means chewing gum, something sticky. Also, Goma sounds like gobar. So I thought it makes sense. But gobar is so useful.
Very cute.
Sachin is so famous that he has a lot of comments on his tweets. Because apparently, you can comment on your own tweets.
Yeah, I do that. I actually do that. Yeah.
the next person to be roasted is Karthik. Yay! Yeah.
The first time I saw Karthik Sidwich, he bombed so hard at an open mic that ISIS wanted to recruit him.
Karthik likes to keep his desktop empty so that it can look like his mind.
I had the same joke.
The only time someone's seen Karthik's funny bone is when he sent a dick pic to his girlfriend.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
What is the difference between Karthik's political joke and a knife? A knife has a point. Why did Karthik cross the road?
Why?
Because the chicken was chasing Karthik.
What the fuck?
Karthik says
Okay.
being confident is his quality. I think that confidence comes from knowing that nobody will attend his shows.
Karthik Sidwich or Sadwich, depending on your preferences, is an adventurous guy. His favorite adventure sport is bungee jumping, which is why he's always hanging from the nuts of famous comedians to open for them.
Karthik moves his body a lot to compensate for a missing joke, which is also what he does in bed.
Karthik is so plain and vanilla that I went through his Instagram profile, his Facebook profile, and I was like, okay, so his name is Karthik Sadwich. He keeps his desktop empty so that he can match his thoughts. Karthik washes his hands multiple times to get rid of the soap. If only he could get rid of his mediocrity so easily.
Karthik got caught drunk at the hostel and 2 days later getting stoned. I'm waiting for the day Karthik is getting caught killing himself.
I wish he doesn't get caught. Like, I just wish he dies.
Karthik has thick in his name, which is not the only thing thick about him. The only thing thick about him is his skin, because it takes thick skin like his to keep doing one bad joke after the other to get through his set and not to kill himself after that.
Oh God.
In his video, he eats chips off the ground and he's talking to invisible virus. Now I'm sure he might be good at rolling joints.
Karthik goes out with his girlfriend, they get a lot of attention because she has shoes that are very squeaky.
Wow.
Karthik says he washes his hands multiple times to get even a tiny bit of soap off. You do that with your jokes too, to get every bit of funny off.
Alright, so you say you were a tree in most of the school plays. Well, you would have been better off as a vegetable.
Thanks.
Bindu used to play trees in all her plays she's done in the past. Not much has changed now. Watching Bindu stand up is exactly as exciting as watching a tree.
Bindu is so nice that you talk to her and you get those motherly vibes. She's basically a female version of Aloknath.
But not the rapey kind.
Yeah.
Bindu used to play a tree in all the plays. I feel they casted you wrong. They could have made you play the entire forest.
That's a really good one.
Bindu's father is a charitable man. He's a wildlife conservationist and an animal activist, which is why he chose to adopt a baby elephant and treat it as a part of his family and name it Bindu.
I'm not laughing.
Bindu takes 2 stairs at a time to cope up with the time she takes to get up from the bed.
Bindu sleeps well after watching serial killer episodes because you sleep better when you know there is someone to fix all your problems.
Bindu is single and has sweaty palm problem, for those of you who don't know. But Bindu, look at the bright side. At least something's still getting wet at this age, huh?
Bindu is such a nice person. If she'll get a dog, she'll get dog biscuits, and she'll definitely take care of biscuits.
That's true.
Bindu says that she hates waking up in the morning. Then don't, Bindu. It'll be good for everyone.
You don't need the serial killer then.
Bindu said that she once ate one dog biscuit, which is obviously not true. I'm sure she finished the entire packet. The incorrect password and all.
I don't
That's
know.
why you couldn't get it.
Not sure.
Because it's the laptop's choice, bro.